Hi everyone, making a quick video here of my miso organic Japanese soup. And you can see here you got chopped up organic chicken. It's chopped up, and I used, as you can see here, olive oil as the oil. About 2 spoons of olive oil here. On the bottom of that, this is cooking on a heat of basically 4 out of 10. So a little bit below medium for this chicken. I also got here a stir-fry veggie mix that I'm making. I've got chicken breast right here on the side that I will be mixing with this with a miso glaze sauce. So how I'm making this soup right here? Well, I've got a variety of different ingredients. Let's start right here. We've got a wild golden chanterelles, and this is a type of mushroom grown on the west coast of Oregon, and I'll show you how it looks like a little later. Or let me pause it here. So as you can see here, it has a golden type of, looks like an oyster mushroom type of look, and it's really good for soups. I got organic green onions I'm gonna chop up. I got organic celery I'm gonna go ahead and wash. Both of these you have to wash. The mushroom, everything you gotta wash. But I'm gonna chop it up in very, very small pieces, and that's the important thing with the soup, is chopping ingredients in very small pieces. I've got organic green cabbage, which I'll cut up as well into very, very small pieces. Tofu, the firm tofu. This is the miso broth I'll be using, and instead of pasta I use this, and this is much more healthier. Is shirataki, which, look it up. It's a type of plant that they've made into a noodle, and it tastes great. It smells not so great, so make sure to wash. I mean, everything you see here is being washed thoroughly beforehand, but just make sure. And we've got 1 jalapeno pepper we're going to be chopping up. Now, the step-by-step process is you put the oil with the chicken. You see the pink spots in the chicken, they have to be kind of white, turn white. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this simmer on low. Okay, so I just changed it right now from the 5 now to like the 2. So that's gonna simmer down because we don't want to burn the chicken or get it stuck or whatever. Second option or second step is to cut this pepper out. Take out the seeds out of the pepper, take out the top of it, chop it up very finely. The green onion second, and then mix that with that. And while you're doing that, then you get to play with the mushroom, you get to play with the cabbage, and you put those next. And then the spaghetti and tofu you put in last, and then also the miso broth. One thing I didn't say, and I have it in my fridge, this is a very small piece of it, but this is ginger. I've got bigger piece, and I'm going to show you how much of a piece I'm putting in there. But I'm basically putting in, if you see the small piece, a large piece of ginger within that soup, and that is just amazing in terms of how the flavor is going to come out of it. So let's go ahead and get started here. Alright, so as you can see here, zoom in here, we put the green peppers here sauteing, and the reason why I put it with the chicken is for the chicken to absorb the little bit of the spiciness from the pepper, and that's the reason why I'm mixing this first and not last. I wanted to mix in more of the chicken than the broth, and so that's the main reason. And I've got here the chopped green onions. And what you want to do is, after you wash it, you want to take off the variety of dead or older green onion pieces that just are not crisp. So this is a personal thing with me, but I just take off the bad ones. So let's go on to the next step. Alright, now we've got a ginger piece. As you can see, this is not a small piece at all. And I'm gonna go ahead, and you can use a spoon, but I can use I'm using a peeler. And after I peel it, I'm gonna go ahead and slice it up with this basically a grinder. So that is the next step. So as you can see here, the green cabbage has been sliced up, put in, the celery on top, and we already poured in the miso broth that we had. So this is the miso broth. And we have here the mushroom. These are the wild golden chanterelles mushrooms. So these are really good, and they have very high source of vitamin D in them. As you can see, the design, not the design, but just the looks of it is very, very different and peculiar. You know, it's very unique. So I just went ahead and washed the dirt off of these, and I'm gonna go ahead and chop it up into pieces and pour it in the soup. Now I'm not gonna put too much water because I don't want to water it down, but I want to make sure that it has enough, and I think it does have enough. So when everything just does get cooked, it's gonna compress, so whatnot, and all the vitamins and minerals from all these vegetables will conjugate within the broth, so that'll be really good. And of course we got the stir fry here. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Chicken, you got baby corn, smoked peas, broccoli, carrots, I mean a variety of different ones. And what I used as the dressing here for this is ginger dressing. So you probably have heard of this. I mixed it up and put it in there. And by the way, I did also shred up and grind up some ginger, fresh ginger, and I placed it within there as well. So, and last but not least, I had put this. This is called Barsari, the cracked pepper seasoning, and it has a variety of different ingredients. As you can see here, it's got cracked pepper, garlic, sea salt, and spices. No preservatives, no MSG. It is pretty good, actually. This is a really good seasoning that I use for steak, chicken, and this basically everything. It is now gone, so it's all used up. But let's go ahead and wrap up this soup here so you can be able to see the finished product. I'm gonna go ahead and chop up the mushroom, and we also have the tofu and the shirataki noodles. And there you go. This is the soup. As you can see, the mushroom, the nutrients from the mushroom, and just the whole benefits are all in the soup right now. Really great. The cabbage is now solidified into the soup, into the broth, the miso broth. And I already had a bowl right here earlier, and it came out really delicious. So highly recommend it. Hope this was helpful. And of course, press the like button, subscribe for more videos. Thank you. Got to suggest, if you want to add some kimchi. Kimchi is a Korean type of side, but this is really good in terms of not only adding flavor to the soup. I usually add this a couple kimchi pieces to the soup, mix it around, so the spicy and flavorness of it just goes into the soup. But highly recommend kimchi. It's a probiotic, and it is really good for your gut health. So this is just one brand. You can buy a variety of different brands. If you do have an H Mart, which is an Asian grocery store near you, highly recommend maybe purchasing fresh kimchi. This is a little bit, you know, I haven't read the ingredients for this one, which is shame on me, but highly recommend if you do have an H Mart near you to obtain it. I don't, unfortunately. So this is a side note for eating your miso Asian ginger soup.